Alright, hear me out, but I don't see anything wrong with Ye's new track, and I'm sure y'all know exactly what song I'm referring to. And before some people get their panties in a bunch, let me make my point. Music is and will always be one of the top tools for brainwashing. When delivered by the right messenger, it could touch millions of ears in mere seconds, and depending on what that artist says, it could sway a person's mind on a topic just like that. For example, let's say there's a Kanye stan out there that's always hated country music and swore to themselves that they'd never in a million years find themselves bumping that shit in the whip. 2 days later, on X, scrolling through endless posts from their favorite artist in the world, they see him post, "I'm Ye and I love country music." No, that's not a real tweet, but don't lie, it looked convincing. These celebs always type in all caps like they're walking and typing while virtually yelling at us at the same damn time. Anyway, best believe that Ye stan is going to hop in their car and try to convince themselves they genuinely like that music. Like I'm talking the same day they read the tweet, they're finna do it. That right there is the power of influence. After years of bumping this artist's music and having that parasocial relationship, they genuinely want to like what their idol likes. This is why record labels don't want artists, especially the extremely popular ones, speaking on certain topics, as they know how easily their impressionable audience will soak it up. However, on the flip side, these same labels are more than okay distributing and promoting songs about sex, drugs, murder, Satan, and all types of debauchery. But the moment an artist makes a song calling for an end to war in a particular place 7,000 miles away, they're going to be ruthlessly bashed in the media, or worse, have shows canceled and sponsors dropping them left and right as if they just committed a heinous crime. Now, Ye's new track isn't exactly that. Of course, him referencing the Mustache Man is a bit wild, regardless of where you stand on the history. However, the greater concern that labels are having with a song like what Ye recently dropped is that he's downplaying a particular moment in history, directly making light of it, and this in turn could easily influence millions of young listeners to feel less empathy for the group of people that suffered at that man's hands. Now, am I saying that's a good thing? Well, no. But what I am saying is that this is a perfect example of why labels want to control what their artists say. Because just like that, an artist can shatter years of effort to ingrain empathy in our minds for a particular people with a single catchy hook. I mean, just go on social media and read the comments whenever someone posts the song. And I am aware that Ye isn't currently signed to a label, nor does he have a publishing deal right now, but that actually makes the title of this video even more fitting. Because now, after building such a massive following while he was signed, he's now got enough people willing to back him while independent, and he's using that freedom to get his revenge. But I'll get to that part shortly. I mean, at least an adult with a decent head on their shoulders can separate the fact that it's just a catchy song with maybe some insensitive lyrics. But a 15-year-old Ye stan, all they know is what their school teaches about that person or event. So if their favorite artist is telling them to praise someone while their teachers or parents are saying that same person was awful, who do you really think they're going to listen to? But let's be real for a second. If Ye came out with a song titled Hail Satan instead, it would have probably been playlisted on all platforms and given some award for its creativity. But when it's about the Mustache Man, a sworn enemy of the powers that shouldn't be, best believe it's going to ruffle some feathers. I think regardless of how you feel about Ye, his reasoning for why he's acting this way is worth taking into consideration. And for those that haven't seen my recent video on Ye, go do me and yourself a favor and check it out and hit the like button while you're at it, on this video too. But anyways, in that video, I shared a clip from his interview with academics, but it unfortunately got a copyright strike, so I had to mute it. But he basically says what I said earlier, which is that these same labels are happy to pay Kanye millions to make music promoting degeneracy, perversion, hell, even violence against his own kind. I mean, shoot, they've already given him Grammys for it, but don't you dare speak about our people, that's just too far. In the same breath, he goes on to say that it's time he profits from their pain instead, which is pretty based if you ask me. Regardless of whether or not you think he's a controlled op, it's a slap in the face to the same people that gave him the praise and fame in the media all these years. Now just imagine if Drake were to talk about what's happening in the Middle East and didn't favor a particular side. They would lose it, because they know how many fans listen to his music that can care less about what's happening over there, but would stop what they're doing that moment to look into it and take the stance of their favorite artist. Look, this wasn't meant to be a deep dive or anything like that, I just wanted to share my thoughts on this trending topic. Am I saying that the Mustache Man was a hero? Well, no, not to me. Is what the Mustache Man did wrong? Yes. Now, is what Kanye did by releasing this song as equally wrong? No, but watch the media treat it like it was. That right there shows you what you need to know about who's in control. They're happy to showcase blasphemy like this on the world stage at the Olympics, or promote someone like Lil Nas X with a largely youth-based audience grinding on the devil. But God forbid an artist makes one banger about a certain someone and they're ready to deplatform them. That right there is hypocrisy at its finest. But look, if you like this video, hit that button for me, comment your thoughts down below. Am I tripping or is there a point to be made? Share the video and of course, subscribe, man. It's been your boy Script and I'm out of here. Peace.